Happy Friday, everybody. It's Chamber Check-in time. And today I have the pleasure of talking with David Coe. He's the owner and founder of AIE, American Innovative Equipment Company. Hi, David.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's all my pleasure. I've been spending a little bit of time on your website, kind of learning a little bit more about your products and services. And that's what these check-ins are for, David, is to help share our member stories, their products, services, and the people behind them. So it's going to be fun to learn about what you are doing and help share your story. But first, David, I'm going to thank our series sponsor for these check-ins. It's Delta Dental of Idaho. And as you know, Delta Dental provides best-in-class dental insurance benefits to Idahoans, and they've been doing it for over 50 years. Uh, they're a they are a top-notch company here. They hire good people. They're credible, and I'm going to show a fun factoid from their Tooth Truth series. Here we
Nice.
go.
Did you know that teeth are the hardest substance in the human body? I did.
My kids tell me it's my head that's the hardest
Yeah,
substance.
I'm sure they do.
So, David, tell us about you and the company. Tell us the origin story. What is it you got going on over there at AIE?
Well, we're very excited to be a part of the Boise Metro Chamber. We made that decision back in May. I thought, we really want to support the local community. We are a nationwide company, so we do focus on almost all 50 states. And so the origin is I have about 17, 18 years of background in healthcare. Started off with a large Fortune 500 company as a distributor rep, sales, and really managed about 400 medical clinics accounts for day-to-day ordering of supplies. And about 2009 I got promoted to being a capital equipment rep. So at that point I would just get involved with clinics when they needed someone to consult on complex equipment, x-ray, ultrasound, C-arms. And so really love doing that. And I've always wanted my own sales team, and kind of COVID was a blessing for me where I've been wanting to do my own thing and kind of just focus on mainly capital equipment, even though we do sell other things. But the need for the market for a administrator at a surgery center, a materials manager, or anybody that's running a clinic, when they go to market for equipment, where do they go? How do they differentiate from one manufacturer to the next? And they really, if you go to a manufacturer, they're going to say their product's the greatest. And so my job is to make sure that the customer has all the information, if it's refurbished equipment, new equipment, and just to make sure that we're consulting so they have all the information at their fingertips to make the best decision.
I
And
love
so
it.
that's kind of where we started, and we've been cold calling for about a year and a half. We are I do have a sales force of 6 reps across the country,
Okay.
2 here with myself and a part-time office manager. And so we're super excited to really go out and go to these ASC shows. That's really our main focus, that and veterinary clinics. And again, we do new and refurbished equipment, and just depends on what's best for the customer. And that's what we do. We sit them down and ask them what they're trying to achieve, what their budget is, and so that they're up and running and they can see patients in a timely manner, and to try to bring in innovative products, stuff that might not be talked about readily on the market. So that's pretty much it.
So you supply products for the healthcare industry, hospitals, primary care, and then in the vet clinic world as well.
We do with the vet clinic. They buy very similar products, just on a different scale. They need it for different reasons, obviously, but they need X-ray, they need ultrasound, they need the diagnostic equipment, the vitals monitors, the scales, and all that stuff. And so we do quite a bit of that. And I would say probably 20% of our customer base are vets. And if you go to our website, you'll see a couple vet clinics have gave us Google reviews that are currently on our website that have sold
Yeah.
X-ray. and product like that. But we did IASCA. We're a corporate sponsor for the Idaho Surgery Center Association. We did that convention and that conference in March of this year, and really just built a lot of good trust with the customers. We have, I think, 9 repeat customers from that show. So they initially ordered from us, and then reordered another product from us as well.
So are you a distributor?
We are.
A product? Are you
We are.
holding? Do you warehouse items, or is it direct from manufacturer?
We warehouse small items. One of the products that I'll show you at the end of this, I'm bringing in, but just like any distribution company out there, we all source on high end equipment from the manufacturer, and they ship it out like GE Healthcare. So we have access to GE ultrasounds and monitors, and just like with any other distributor, we find the need, we consult with the clinic, we either set up a demo, but once they're ready to buy, we put the PO into GE, and they go out and they set it up. They prefer to do the setups because their technicians it's a complex setup. So they set the system up, and then they'll train the physician or the sonographer on their software, the settings, and then they support that through the whole 5-year warranty of that. So if there's something breaks, they would contact myself, or they could contact GE, and GE would get that repaired or replaced.
Hey, what are some of your, the 80-20 rule? What's the 80% of your sales, 20% of your product? What is it?
I would say refurbished. Right now, refurbished equipment.
Oh, okay.
We do a lot of refurbished. I deal with some of the big surgery centers. Surgery center market is, to a degree, they get less reimbursement and than a hospital for the same procedures. So what they try to do is they don't have a hospital budget. And a lot of times, like a refurbished stretcher. And if you look at this table right here, this is an OR table.
Yeah.
If you notice, it's all stainless steel. So refurbished, what happens is we tear the inside of it out. I have a service team that does this. They replace all the components, they polish it up, the stainless steel, they create it, and they deliver it. It looks, from a layman's point of view, it looks almost new. All those pads get replaced. They're all brand new pads.
Okay.
So instead of spending $25,000, you can get away sometimes spending $15,000, $16,000. So you can take that extra savings and put it into some other equipment or other areas that you need for your budget numbers.
Okay. Hey, that's really cool. I wonder how many businesses are doing what you're doing.
Well, the big companies, there's a lot of regional companies.
Okay.
I come from a big company where I was their equipment specialist for 11 years, and the reps will try to do some things. But when it comes to this equipment, the last thing you want to do is sell this table to a spine surgeon, right? So spine surgeons needed more complex table. So you really want to consult with what are you going to do, and what specialties are you attracting to your center, not only for today, but if you have a multi-specialty where they have GI, optometry, or pain, or ortho, or whatever, but down the road they want to add a hand surgeon. Well, the hand surgeon's going to want like a mini C-arm. They're going to want other things that they don't currently have.
Okay.
So there are companies or regional companies, but with some of the things that we want to separate ourselves, or where we strive to be a full solution company for these clinics, is by adding not only equipment, but services. We partnered with a company called OnSite. They're a competitor of Stericycle. They're nationwide, but they do waste management pickup. So your sharps and your red bag containers and your bio waste, you have to store that at your center and then have someone come pick it up once a month, once a week. It depends on your volume. So we're trying to bring other areas to where if an administrator just, hey, I need to get some info, doctor's bugging me, who can I go to? And I would like to think they can come to AIE. And if we can't help them, I will make sure they're pointed in the right direction.
Okay, that's rad. I think it's super cool that you're offering that, saving the doctor money, saving the patient money, and the overall bill. I'm looking at your veterinary side on the website. Can we talk a little bit about some of those products a little bit?
Yeah, and honestly, Paul, I'm adding product as I go. Right now, that's just probably 5% of what we carry for vets,
Okay.
and we are going to heavily invest this year and next year. We're going to do a bunch of vet shows where we go to the veterinary trade shows or conferences, have a booth to display some of the stuff we carry. But we carry everything on the medical side as well, similar to the vet. So stainless steel OR tables, V-shaped, up and down, hydraulic or electric. We do all the stainless. We all do all the cages as well, and we have clippers. But a lot of that product has not been loaded, and that's the idea is try to get to 5,000 items loaded by the end of the year, which is just it's a process with websites. So, but
Yeah.
the one thing for vets that we partnered with, where I talked about earlier, where I want to bring solutions, I just don't want to be just equipment. So we partnered with a really great compounding pharmacy that is been around for 20 years, and they're really confident in their product so much that they will give the vet their first order for free.
Oh, wow.
They can go to our website and click on the vet tab, and you'll see compounding pharmacy. You can click on that, take a look within reason. So you don't want to abuse it, obviously, and try to break the bank, but within reason, they'll give you your first order free to try out. They'll price match anybody, and they will also give all your vet staff members their dogs free medication.
Oh,
So it's another good program that we're trying to bring to the bring options to a vet clinic so they can price shop. And then also with that aspect, they have 15,000 different formulas. So even though if you deal with a local pharmacy, if you need something customized, they can help you out with that. And then they also have a great product line for chewables. So if you have a certain medication where your animals just, you got to cover peanut butter all over it to get them to eat it,
yep.
they have a great variety of chewables that the dog will eat. So
That's
that is
cool.
another solution we're trying to add for vets and be a true partner in the vet world.
I'm glad you mentioned that because you're equipment solutions partner for new and refurbished medical, veterinary, and dental equipment. You don't hear that all the time. You're just like, hey, I've got this product. Here's the features and benefits. And I wonder how much discussion is going on about finding solutions and offering things that are relevant and needed and timely for that physician or that doctor office. So I think that's so cool that you're offering that, Dave. That sets you apart. That's absolutely. Um, the mission. Tell me a little bit about your mission of AIE, because I think it's an important part to help share.
Well, I'm not AIE, American Innovative Equipment will never go anywhere if we don't have, I think, foundational principles of making sure the employees are our number one goal, making sure they're supported in every which way. It's complex equipment. If they're new to medical, they get a question. They need somebody like myself or some of my team members that have 60 years experience to make sure that they are supported with information, they're knowledgeable, that their customers are going to be taken care of. So if we focus on making sure I have a great sales team and that they're taken care of, the second priority is our customers, and they will go and take care of them as the best they can. And it's a team approach.
Yeah.
I want our team to be collaborative. We record our calls every Friday. There's input from everybody's ideas. We do our website developer calls with my whole team. So everybody can put their input in how the website should look, how it should function, how it can help customers order easily. So we want to be the mission really though at the end of the day is take care of the customer. And really to be a full solution company where you have so much product,
Yeah.
how do you have a specialist in each avenue of, we even do MRI and CT. I have somebody that I've partnered with that has 45 years. He was an engineer for GE. So I feel comfortable bringing him in and talking to the clinic. And then we also buy equipment back. I just got hit up
Oh,
on our website from a local company here in Boise or Meridian, and we just talked today, and she's like, Dave, our OB's leaving and we're not going to use this equipment. So each specialty has specific equipment that they need. So they wanted to get rid of their fetal monitor. They wanted to get rid of their colposcope. And so I will try to find a solution. Now, I'm not going to make anything off of it. But what I try to be is maybe I build a good relationship with them. They go, Dave, you saved us money, some time. I didn't have to go to eBay and have 18 different calls and then finally sell each individual unit and take me a month. So I'm going to try to help out. Now we can't always find a buyer for it because some equipment might be just too old or it might not be worth the value of doing it. But then I would recommend, why don't you just donate it to Doctors Without Borders? There's tons of medical charities that
Yep.
you could donate this equipment to that take it to Central America, to Africa, where they need it, right? So we just really, at the end of the day, I'm a small business owner. I know the struggles, and most doctors' offices that are outside the hospital or not owned by a hospital, they're small business minded people. They need support, and we win together, as you'd say.
I love it. I love it. Hey, your website is scrolling on the bottom of the screen, and if anybody's interested, and please go take a look at their supplies and their all their products and services to see the full breadth of offerings from AIE. And I got you for a couple more minutes, David. Is there anything else you'd like to educate us on? Any cool new product that you want to showcase today while I have that?
Funny you asked. No, this is really great product that this is what I want AIE to be about. And I was contacted from the manufacturer. They're just introducing this to the marketplace. It's ready to ship, and it's a product for leftover controlled substances. So and this is a liquid form, but they also have the solid form. They also have little in-home use for the solid form. So if you have leftover medication after shoulder surgery, you have young kids in the house, don't flush it down the drain. It's going right into our waterways. So with this, you can just put it in there, and it'll break down the controlled substance on a molecular level. After 2 to 72 hours, it will be worthless. And we have all the papers to back that up. And then after you fill this up, you just simply, if you're a medical facility, you just simply have your bio people come pick it up with your sharps. But this has a great aspect for EMS. If you have morphine and leftover when you're out there in the field and you give a patient, each patient's going to require a different dose depending on how large that patient is. So you just simply pour it in here. And again, it breaks it down. The reason why it's 2 to 72 hours, it just depends on how much you're putting in and are you mixing different controlled substances. But we have all the papers on this. They can contact me on our website. But this is a very innovative product. You can put this in an OR. If you're a hospital, you can put this wherever you're giving the controlled substance. They have larger sizes as well for the hospital. But it's a solution to say, hey, what are we doing? Do we know where those leftover medications are going? Do we know? And if you ask, and if you're honest, a lot of people may not know. And
Yeah.
so that gives somebody, an administrator, an executive, say, you know what? I know we're taking care of our controlled substance. And so that is an innovative product that,
Cool.
yeah, if you have, check us out on our website.
Hey, that's awesome, David. Thanks for sharing some stuff that you have going on. I'm so glad that you're offering the products and services here to Idaho companies, hiring people, employing people, right? And thank you for the investment in the chamber. It means the world to us, David, and an investment in this community as well. So
I love it. I would recommend being a chamber member to anybody. The community feel, the support from other businesses. I was at the dinner meeting and multiple people came up and said, hey, how can we help you? So I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Hey, I look forward to our next conversation, David. Thanks for taking some time with me. Have a great weekend.
You too, Paul. Thank you.